Hello YouTube, this is Callum from English Shooting. Now you may have seen or you may see a video of me getting some custom made earplugs done by a company called Custom Fit Guards. Now I was very luckily invited up by Richard, who's the owner of the company, a really top guy. He invited me up to have them made, and I brought along the camera basically to show you the complete process of having custom earplugs made. I've shot with them for a few weeks. I've got a good feel for them now, and I thought it was about time I did a review. Now, straight off the bat, I want to say that the whole process, you can go and watch that video obviously, but the whole process of it was absolutely superb. It was really hassle-free, effortless, a complete perfect service. Now, I had the camera with me. If I didn't have the camera, I think the complete process would have taken around sort of 10 minutes. Now, the products themselves, it's just, again, I think on another level to the service. I was really impressed with them. It came in a really nice little presentation box, which I no longer carry around. But you get this branded Custom Fit Guard case, which I think is a real nice touch, because I'm always losing my earplugs. I've bought about sort of 2 or 3 pairs now, and I always end up losing one. This should hopefully prevent that. Inside you get the full sort of kit. You get obviously your custom earplugs, you get some instructions, you get a little cleaner, and you get some lubricant, some basically Vaseline to help you maintain them and obviously get them in your ears. Now the earplugs themselves, I think, are really professional, and in a nice way they look mass produced. They look absolutely perfect. There's no indication that these are as sort of handmade as you'll see in the other video. It is a complete hand process where he finishes them, but they look absolutely perfect. Now, getting them in, I do have to say it's a little more tricky than other earplugs, but still one-handed, no problem. Even had the other one in my hand. Goes in nicely, like so little trickier, but they still go in. Little knack to it, and they go in nicely. They feel nice. They're not applying any pressure to your ears. But more importantly, these ones, the CF passives, allow me to talk quite normally. I can hear what's going on. Because it's got a passive filter inside, which basically filters out any sort of bad noises or harmful noises. Now, obviously, there's no harmful noises around here, so I don't have to keep them in permanently, but I was able to go shooting with them and leave them in all day. Now, even with the more recent plugs that I bought, I do like to take out. When I got a chance and we're having a rest, I take out. These I can quite happily leave in. Now, my initial impression when I first put them in the ear before I'd actually shot a gun, I thought they weren't sealing properly. They felt comfortable. I could feel they were custom made. They fit the ear perfectly, but it felt like I could hear too much because I'm used to complete, in-ear earplugs, and I was like, they don't feel like they're sealing properly, and I thought I was going to have a shock when I fired the gun, and I did have a shock. But the complete opposite to what I was expecting. I just heard nothing. Well, I didn't hear the initial bang, but I could hear everything else. And it was literally like someone had silenced that split second where you pull the trigger. You hear everything up to and everything after that perfectly. And it was quite a weird sensation. So initially I didn't think they were going to work because they didn't feel like they were sealing properly, but that was just because I could hear more than I could ever hear before with any sort of earplugs in, and I was sold. On the first shoot with them, I thought these are absolutely brilliant. A few weeks down the line, I still absolutely love them, and make sure that I keep them with me at all times, because whenever I do any sort of shooting, I want to be using them. They are an absolute pleasure to use and to shoot with. So I would recommend to everyone to, if you're thinking of getting some custom made plugs, do it. It is 100% worth it. But to add a little more onto it, Richard has very kindly offered some discounts specifically to my viewers and subscribers. Now, this is for anyone that obviously watches this video. All you have to do is quote English Shooting or mention English Shooting when you're ordering them, and you will get the applied discount. some really good discounts there, and I am really grateful for Richard for doing that, because not only have I ended up with an awesome pair of earplugs, you guys can go and get a discounted pair. The earplugs I was using previously, they were 20 quid a pop, and alright, it's 4 times the price, but I can pretty much guarantee you these are going to last longer. They're a much better experience. They're custom made. I think it is 100% worth it. Now, a bit more detail about the company and the process. Obviously, you can watch the video and see what it takes to have them made. But if you want them made by Custom Fit Guards, the best thing to do is to go on the website, which I will link below, and look at all, get in contact with them, or it sets out quite nicely on there what you need to do. Now, you can go and see Richard. You can go meet him and have them done like I did. He does have a radius around his area, so if you live within a certain radius, again, that's on his website. You can go up there. If you live in that radius, sorry, he will come out to you and do them in your own home. If you're outside of that radius, there are again 2 more options you can do. You can either meet him at a show. He's at various shows throughout the year. Again, either get in contact with him or look on his website or follow him on Twitter. And you can go meet him at a show if you're going to be there as well. Again, 10 minutes at the show, takes them away, does them, sends them to you, really hassle free. Or something that I think is really good, which basically includes the whole country, pretty much the whole world if you really want to push it that far, is you can go and have them done locally by anyone that takes ear impressions, anyone that would normally do sort of hearing aids. You can even go to most boots and have it done, and Richard and Custom Fit Guards will give you a voucher towards having those molds done privately. Again, all the details are on their website, or get in contact with him. So you get the molds done pretty much free because of the voucher that they will give you towards it, and that comes off the cost, obviously, of the overall earplugs. They get sent off to him, he makes them, send you back to you. So you don't ever have, if you don't want to see Richard, you don't have to. You can stay in your own town, have them made, send them up, and they get sent back. So for me, there really is no reason not to have them made. You can, numerous options, you got your discount. They're a superb product. I am really, really happy with them. So a big thank you again to Richard. Again, put all the details about the discounts below. All you have to do is subscribe to me and quote EnglishShooting, and you'll get that discount. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's perhaps answered a few questions, or has tipped you over the edge towards getting some custom fit guard, ear guards, or just custom hearing protection in general. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.